Hello everyone, this is Jan from orJANics 50 and Raw, and our day has come to an end. I'm off to bed. We got home from the beach, got in my far infrared sauna for a while, took a shower. The kids are all tucked into bed, husband's asleep, and before I go off to bed I wanted to do another what did I eat raw vegan today. So once again, I've written it down. I started my day with my Soleil and Barley Max and my lime juice with my quart of water. Then I went and got a gallon of fresh squeezed orange juice, and I put a fresh aloe leaf in there, which I did make a video of by itself, and that's really filling. With the chia seed, I was out of flaxseed, so I used chia seed. And then we left the beach around 1:30. Just before we left, I made myself a big bowl of my raw oatmeal. And I do have a video on that. Maybe I'll try and remember to put a link below. If I forget, then just remind me. And that was really filling. I specifically wanted to eat that on the way to the beach. It's an 1.5-hour trip over there because I knew that there wouldn't be much food choices for me when I got there. There's always lots of chips. My mother-in-law made shrimp cocktail, which even if I'm not raw vegan, I don't like shrimp. And you know, there's a lot of snacking going on when you go to the beach. So I wanted to make sure that I went to the beach not famished, because, you know, that's when you mess up, is when you're starving and you have nothing to eat. So I arrived at the beach full of my raw oatmeal, which actually has no oatmeal in it. It's lots of apples, dates, raisins, walnuts. I also had my 2 Brazil nuts there on the way. When I got there, and for snacks, I had 4 bananas. I had my coconut chips, my chocolate dehydrated coconut chips, watermelon, and more water, I guess. Then we left and we went, everybody was hungry, so we went to a restaurant. Now this is when, for me, being raw vegan is the most difficult. Unless I'm really prepared when we go out, which means that I'm not hungry when we go out. I know we're planning on going out with people, so a lot of times what I'll do is I'll just eat before we go so that I'm not hungry and I'm not tempted to eat a lot, or the free bread or the free chips, and a little salad will be okay just to eat something with everybody else. On the way over there though, I only had some kale chips, and I had my dehydrated corn chips that I made. So anyway, we went to a Mexican food restaurant, and in Mexican food restaurants down here where I live, they serve a basket of deep fried corn chips with hot sauce. So everybody loves the corn chips with hot sauce, but I didn't eat any of it. I took my own corn chips in and ate some of the hot sauce, which really was not very satisfying, but it was okay. It was all right. It was doable. And then everybody was ordering their tacos, their botanas, and you might not have ever heard of a botana before, but a botana is a large plate of deep fried chips covered with refried beans, covered with cheese, topped with beef and chicken or both, and some jalapenos and onions and bell peppers. And you eat that. Comes with side of refried beans, a side of Mexican rice and tortillas, and you eat that. Everybody comes in a big plate and everybody shares it. And so they ordered it and sat it right in front of me, 12 inches from my nose, okay? So I was looking at the menu thinking, what am I gonna order? I'm so hungry and I need to eat something. And you know, once again, if you go to those places and you order their side salad, you're going to get a little bit of iceberg lettuce with a hard tomato on it and ranch dressing on the side. And that just to me is so gross. So what I did is I ordered a bowl of soup, and I ate the broth of the soup. I ate the cooked carrots that were in the soup, and I put a couple of scoops of the rice in it. Now, obviously, that is not a raw vegan meal. But for me, at the time, that is the best choice. Well, I guess, you know, you have to look at it, I want to say bad choice for you, but I don't want to use the word bad, okay? Let's say the worst choice, the better choice, and the best choice. I guess the best choice would have been to just not eat and eaten when I got home. But that is really, really, really difficult. When you're in a family, you're with your family, there's a huge table of you, everybody is eating, and you're sitting there drinking a glass of water. And actually, it's not fun for you, and it's actually not fun for the people around you. So for me, the worst choice that I could have made was to just eat the tortillas, make tacos, and eat that. But that wouldn't have been with my plan, so that would have been the worst choice for me. It would have been the easiest choice as well. I could have just not made this video today and made one tomorrow, and just, you know, not shared this struggle and the decision I made and the success that I had. But, you know, I want these videos to be real, because you guys are going to be going out with your friends, and what will you do? So, yeah, it would have been real easy to just say, you know what, I'll just have a cooked meal. Nobody will ever know. My family won't tell on me. They'll probably be glad that I'm indulging myself with them. But I didn't do that. So I chose what I felt was the next best thing for me, which was the broth of a bowl of soup, a few of the vegetables, and a couple of tablespoons of rice. Now, I am proud of myself for that decision, because it still took a lot of discipline and sacrifice to say no to the food that I could have very well eaten and really did want to eat. So yeah, I'm proud of myself for that. Even though it wasn't a raw vegan choice, it was still a good choice. So I hope you get that. That's important to understand. It's not about 100% raw. You know, my goal every day is to be 100% raw. Sometimes you have to make choices that steer you off. You know, goals are goals. They're not the law. You know, it's a goal. So yes, I'm proud of myself for the choice I made. And then especially after we're all done eating and everybody's sitting around talking about how gross they felt eating all that grease and all that heavy food. And I was thinking to myself, well, you know, at least I'm not having that conversation. I'm not part of that conversation right now, because I didn't eat that and I don't feel gross, and it's okay. So anyway, I'm off to bed. It was a really wonderful day. Have couple video clips for you guys, and so blessings, you guys, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I'm off to the flea market, because I did hear that there was somebody at our flea market selling jackfruit, fresh jackfruit, like the big whole one. And because of some of the comments I got on my jackfruit taste testing video, the frozen one, I am led to believe that fresh is probably going to taste really great. And so I'm going to go tomorrow and try and find a jackfruit. So I hope I can find her. Anyway, good night, everyone.